Okay, so we're very close to seeing what the next Sonic game really is. Since I'm cutting it very narrow here, you're probably watching this after the reveal, so just know that going into this. Now, you read the title and you're probably wondering why I could possibly think the way I'm thinking, especially since the last few Sonic games haven't really delivered on my expectations. Yeah, spoiler, we'll get to that game later, but I have my reasons. I have hopes for this one, I have good expectations for this one, and let's look at why. Why will this anniversary game set itself from the others? Well, it goes all the way back to Lost World. The game was nothing like we kinda hoped for coming after Generations. In fact, it started a small decline in Sonic's massive comeback. This is actually the last main titled game we had, the last Sonic Team game. So I can use this reasoning to help the case that as far as main title games, we're sorta in the right state of mind. Just be careful with the risky ideas, understand what worked in the years prior, and you could have yourself a good game. Now that's obviously a very shallow way of going about it because it can always suck, right? Shadow could have improved on Heroes, it didn't. 06 could have improved on Shadow or any other game at the time, and it didn't. Well, something else I look at, and easily one of the more obvious facts, is that this is the longest we've ever went without a main series game. That goes as far as announcements, trailers, literally anything. I can't recall a time Sega was ever this silent about not only their anniversary game, but just the next console game in general. It's been highly implied to be a 2017 release, so this further helps the point. Depending on the time of the year, we're looking at almost a 4-year gap, but we don't know the exact release date. We do know that it has been quite some time, making this process so slow and dry for the franchise. The longer the wait, the bigger the expectations. They have a lot of shoes to fill, basically, because there's been nothing but negativity for the past 2 years. They literally have to get it right, and as bold as it sounds, I think they will. Now, being optimistic like this can be fun, but it also can be very dangerous because it's Sonic. We never know what the hell we're going to get. Here are a few more things I point to when making this prediction. 1. The brand. This is easily the most interactive we've ever seen Sega and Sonic. The social media hosting various fan activities, the South by Southwest panel featuring names like Yuji Naka, a straight up Flash game with new artwork, interesting unreleased concept art for all of the characters. My god, I'm so glad they went with the right designs. What is this? It looks like a 90s Mephiles. And Kareem... well, I guess Cream is going to be adorable either way. And finally, the fact that all of this leads up to a Sonic Anniversary Party, which is hosting the game reveal. We've never had any of that, and I've never seen the company so engaged. It seems as if they're speaking to us directly. I have faith in what they're doing simply because it appears as if they're really not trying to rush this thing out. They're listening a lot more, and I get the feeling that they're having fun with this whole thing. You could say that about Boom as well, they definitely were excited for that, but this feels a bit more authentic and is very appealing to people like myself who have been there since the classics. I can't really explain myself more than that, I just have faith in whatever they're releasing. By doing this, I ultimately put myself in the infamous Sonic cycle, you know, hype up the game, get disappointed by the results. It's definitely happened before, whatever. I'm willing to take the risk. What about you guys? The game will be announced soon, so do you have faith in it? What are the chances of it being good or even great? Let me know in the comments. My name is Steven Nux, and I will see you guys after the announcement.